absorbed and re-emitted by greenhouse gas molecules. So direct effect is warming of the Earth's surface. When you see this picture, you can understand the process more easily. In short, not all the solar radiation and radiated heat is all reflected, but some solar radiation and radiated heat are absorbed into atmosphere and the Earth gets warmer. So the cause of greenhouse effect is first, gases absorb the light and its energy, and then this increases the activity of many gases. So in turn, it increases the temperature of the atmosphere. And next, greenhouse gas is a gas in the atmosphere that absorbs and emits radiation with its infrared range. These are the primary greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide comes from use of fossil fuels and fire from deforestation. And since the Industrial Revolution, carbon dioxide emission has been increasing continuously, and it is a big problem. And human-influenced sources of methane include landfills and natural gas and petroleum production and distribution systems, agriculture activity, and wastewater treatment. Especially the increase of livestock and agriculture causes more methane. And nitrous oxide is 6% of total greenhouse gases, and it is produced from use of fertilizers and industrial activities. And next, finally, freon gas is mainly used to make refrigerant material for air conditioners and refrigerators and detergents and every spray product. Under stable conditions, the total amount of energy incoming from solar radiation will exactly balance the amount outcoming into space, thus allowing the Earth to maintain a constant temperature over time. However, the Earth is presently absorbing more than it emits into space. So many believe that this asymmetry has been increased by human emissions of greenhouse gases. If you look at this picture, you can know how the greenhouse gases are increasing recently. When you see this next graph, all the gases are increasing, especially carbon dioxide here. When these gases are ranked by their direct effect, a direct contribution to the greenhouse effect, the most important are water vapor and carbon dioxide and methane and ozone. It is their contribution rates. In conclusion, the solution to global warming is quite simple. We need to reduce the use of fossil fuels and deforestation to lowest possible levels and develop alternative energy. And by doing so, decrease the amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. And I think all we have to do is find a certain way. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Songryong Kim and I will start my presentation. Lately, the environmental awareness has been improved, but still the destruction of environment is getting worse. And as you mostly know, the Earth itself and the human beings are correlated each other. What we have done to Earth is returning back. And thinking in this same vein, I face the issue of overpopulation. Well, the main subject is climate change, but I want to put this in the big category as an environmental problem. How the overpopulation exert a bad effect on Earth. When searching for this issue, I found very interesting formula. It is a IPAT formula, and it is like this. the multiplication of population, affluence, technology is equal to the impact. Then let's talk about what each stands for. Impact is the degree of contamination as a result, and population as it is the amount of people, and affluence, it is the desire of getting convenience and easy. Lastly, the technology, as you know, it is the method or skills to be convenient. And all these three factors are proportional to the impact, but especially the population is the crucial one. Population these days is overgrowing. Well, let's think about the amount of pollutants that one person can release. There is fossil fuels we consume by riding cars, buses, and etc. And there are food remains, sprays, every uses of electricity, and all the things we throw away and buy, and etc. There are a whole bunch of stuffs that person can harm the earth. Then when the population grows, the amount of contaminants piles up. You can think that when population grows, the affluence or the desire gets larger, and because of technology, because of it, the technology naturally develops. However, there is a contradiction. Some people argue that the patterns and the level of consumption is much more crucial for the environmental problem rather than the growth of population. International Institute of Environmental and Development showed the research that the countries in Africa showed 18.5% of contribution of population growth, but only 2.5% of CO2 emission. However, U.S., for example, showed 3.4% of contributions of world population growth, but about 12.6% of CO2 emission to the world. When you see this graph, you can see that there is not much relationship between the population growth and the CO2 emission. So there is the population growth in the low-income nation and lower middle-income nation, and it's higher up there, and here, this upper middle-income nation and high-income nation, their population growth is lower, but the carbon dioxide emission is not much correlated each other. So, in conclusion, human being is the absolute influence to the earth and the environment. So, including overpopulation, the lifestyle of us, and decide the condition of where we are living in. So, it is possible to prevent the overpopulation. I guess it is better to change our lifestyle, like using eco-friendly products and recycling things, and as everyone said, and then we're going to prevent the contamination. Thank you.
And I will talk about urban heat island. At first, the reason why I chose this topic is I think urban heat island is the phenomenon that really concerns to the climate change. Climate change could be both cause of urban heat island and effect of it. Also, as most of us in this classroom live in the city, so it will be interesting and easy to know what the urban heat island is. While doing this homework, I studied more about the phenomenon and became to care more about it. Then I could find a solution to mitigate it, and I think they would be help to reduce the danger of the climate change. I will explain the definition and causes and effects and solution of urban heat island phenomenon in the following. At first, What is the urban heat island? An urban heat island means a metropolitan area which is significantly warmer than its surrounding rural areas. The temperature difference between metropolitan area and surrounding rural areas is usually large at night than during the day, and is most apparent when winds are weak. The temperature gap can be as much as 10
Celsius.
Look at this picture, and this is German map, and this is German map, and this is vegetation map around New York City. This image shows that where vegetation is dense, temperature are cooler. As the place where vegetation being dense means rural area, we can notice that rural area is cooler than city where has not much trees. And this picture is of Atlanta, and this shows the temperature distribution, with blue showing cool temperature and red warm and hot areas appears white. We can see lots of white and hot color in the space with many high buildings. Also, we can see in this, downtown is hotter than other places such as rural farmland and the park. Next, this is the process of urban heat island effect. And next, I will talk about the cause of the urban heat island. The first, blocking buildings effects on the the tall buildings within many urban areas provide multiple surfaces for the reflection and absorption of sunlight, and this increase the efficiency with which urban areas are heated. This is called the urban cannon effect. And another effect of building is the blocking of wind, which also inhibits cooling by convections. In addition, second, the changes in the thermal properties. This means changes in the thermal properties of surface material and materials commonly used in urban areas are for pavement and roofs, are such as concrete and asphalt, and this has this causes a change in the energy balance of the urban area and often leads to the high temperature than surrounding rural areas. And the third one is lack of evapotranspiration, and this means that urban area has lack of vegetation. And then the effects of the urban heat island. Urban heat island impacts on weather and climate. Urban heat islands can produce effects on local meteorology, including the altering of local wind patterns and developing of clouds and fog, and the humidity and the rise of precipitation. The extra heat provided by the urban heat island leads to greater upward motion, which can induce additional shower and thunderstorm activity. Also, this time. Okay.
Thank you. because all of them get